Millions of people across the country participated in an anti-Trump movement. That's what it was. I wish it was about these people that I'm talking to you about and what to do for them instead of just making it all about him. But there is opportunity in this for Democrats or for anybody else who wants to do well in the midterms. So where is that opportunity? How did it play out this weekend? What does it mean going forward? No better person to discuss than the legend, Democratic strategist, Mr. James Carville. Jimmy Jam, I just had someone in the van with me who's from Baton Rouge, by the way.
Oh, wow.
I said, I have James Carville on tonight. She said, who? Who dat? She said, who dey?
Can't be a prophet in your own land.
So no kings means what to you, and what does it suggest about the opportunity?
Well, it means we saw 7 million Americans by estimate, okay? That's just maybe it was 6, maybe it was 8. I don't think there was a single arrest. I don't think you could get 7 million Cub Scouts and have anything more peaceful. And what it says is people are distressed. They wanted to do something. I think you're right, not do a lot of good, but it was cathartic. If you're sitting there and you're just throwing stuff at TV, as I do very often, you go out and you go to the town square and you hold up a sign. And that's great. If it's nothing else, it's a great stress reliever. And boy, we have a lot of stress. I want to make one point before I let you go. You've nailed the crime thing. We know how to do this. It's called predictive policing. I'm sitting in a city that has the lowest crime rate it's had, murder rate, I'm sure, maybe crime rate since 1970. There are 375,000 people live in New Orleans. There are 725 people that commit 80% of the crimes, and you know their names. That's what America needs to understand. We need to explain to people that through technology and predictive policing, we can make a big dent in crime, and we're doing it right now. And we've done it here, and San Francisco is now under 50-year lows in their crime rate because they got a mayor that's not afraid to do something.
So how do you finesse the narrative away from Trump wins because of his muscularity and sending in the military and D.C. is better, and show that Democrats have ways that are more American to deal with that and the big boogeyman that you invented for us in our generation of politics, that it's the economy, stupid, and gas and groceries is going the wrong way in most parts of the country?
Well, not only is gas and groceries going the wrong way, if you look at this budget bill, what the Democrats are insisting on is that they have subsidies so people can buy health insurance. Some of these insurance premiums go up for millions of people by $700, $800, $900 a year. People can't afford that. The problem we have in this country is half the country has no money. Okay, it's pretty doggone simple. But the truth of the matter is, the way that crime is being beat is not through the National Guard. God bless them; they do a great job. They'll sacrifice their families. It's being done by smart policing, smart technology, smart interventions. And we don't beat crime with a muscular approach. We beat it with a smart approach. And there are smart approaches being taken. You're looking at 2024. I think was as low as it's been since the 90s, where we had historic drop. But we know how to do this, Chris. We know how to do it. We can do it, and it's not done through soldiers or Marines or airmen or sailors or anything else. It's done through technology and well-trained police, and that's what we need, and that's what's working.
Hey, James, make the case. You say you're going to take health care from people. You didn't put it in the big, beautiful bill, which is now called the working class tax bill or whatever it is, but it's a deceptive title. And you have high ground. I pivot and say, you want to give $1 gazillion, make up a number because that's what 1.3 trillion is.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
But you want to give $1 gazillion.
Right.
You want to give $1 gazillion to illegals, as the phrase on the right. That is the fix that Democrats are in right now. Whenever I talk to regular people about the issue, they'll tell you, man, I am this close to losing my health care or not being able to afford it, and you guys want to give it on the left to illegal immigrants. How did they get there, and how do Democrats fix that?
Well, first of all, it's not true. And so when people on television that know that say, first of all, this is what people say, but I must tell you that it's not true. It's written in. Now, look, if somebody is here illegally and they show up with a heart attack at the emergency room, you got to treat them. I'm all for that. I'll take the money out of my pocket. I'm not going to outlay somebody who's in health extremity to ask them to show me your papers, but it's just not true. And the way that you do that is that every juncture they say it, you repeat that it's not true. And you repeat the fact that what you're trying to apologize for is you raising healthcare premiums. I'm not kidding, like tens of millions of Americans by something that they can't afford. We're going to have more and more, and these costs build up and they show up in emergency rooms. And actually, I think to some extent, expanded health insurance probably saves money over a period of time. But if they just keep repeating things, we have to intervene and say, I'm sorry, that is not true. You want that to be true,
Well, but
it's
James,
not.
you can't let them drive the narrative the whole time. If Democrats let Republicans drive the narrative, you're going to underperform in the midterms. So what is the 1-2 punch for Democrats for the midterms?
Well, honestly, I don't mean to be like that, but you have smart communicators being interviewed by smart interviewees, and you tell people what the facts are. You tell people you can check this out. I think people are a lot smarter, and if you give them what the truth is, and the truth is this is not going to expand coverage for people out of here illegally. It's written into the law. And you level with people, you would be surprised what you do if you level with people and say we have the technology and the technique and the knowledge. We're taking a big hole out of crime, and we can take an even bigger one. And if you do that, then it takes a little while for the truth to germinate. What did Mark Twain say? A lie can go around the world twice before the truth can get its shoes on. Well, we'll get our shoes on, we'll get our boots on, and it might not be right there, but if you're giving people reliable, factual information, then you can do some good and you can matter. But this just does, and people can feel it. I feel safer walking around here.
Factual information and fixes.
That's all you can do.
Because you know the old adage: if you're explaining in politics, you're losing. But if you are giving people a reason to believe that things can get better, that's where the sweet corn is. James Carville, thank you very much for your intelligence.
I mean, that's not. No, we don't need. We can do better than that. We don't. We can give people facts.
100%.
We can assume that they're smart enough to digest it. And the facts are, crime is dropping in this country dramatically, and dropped under Biden, went through the floor under Clinton. But that's and we know that, and we know how to do it. That's the main thing we got to realize. We know how to do it. We got to tell people we're doing it.
People would be better with crime if they had more money to have stolen in the first place. That's going to be the thing. You put more bread in their pocket, then they'll worry about crime. Jimmy,
this country
be well. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.